Hello! Greetings! It is I. No, you know what? I'm not going to do that, no. So, what is this application? It's called Prompt Oasis. What is the purpose of this application that I created? It's for private use, so it's not even going to be available on my GitHub, if that. What I basically wanted to create was an application that allowed me to save a lot of my prompts that I will use in either AI Studio or even in my artistic asset production flow, where I'm sitting here and producing mockups and assets for different applications that I might not have public. This took only about an hour, and it includes all the different tweaks and stuff. In fact, let me reload it, including this. As you can see, it was done mainly with Gemini Flash latest version. Quite a bit of Gemini Lite, but then I had to let Pro step in and clean up some of the mess that the other two made. This is a portion with Antigravity that I normally don't record, but I decided to add it in this recording. I normally take my applications through Antigravity. With mostly Gemini Flash as the coding agent, we kind of go through the code, which I already knew that entire again had to be sit there and refactored to different components because it was just too massive. It was so hard to read, and I can already tell by looking at it, but I wanted to make sure that Gemini was able to catch that versus, oh, everything's fine and dandy, Cynthia. No, obviously it was just like, no, Cynthia, this shit, this is BS, this is yeah. And I gave it a 45% score, so we're like, nope, let's do the plan, let's get it up to 100%. And now I'm able to sit there and go, okay, this portion of the code is this and that. So if somebody else were to read through it, they'll know exactly what they're looking at. But obviously I have to put in my own comments and stuff. Like, it's not entirely done yet, no. I do want to clean up some more. I have my own comments. I have to add like a read me session. I'm gonna do my own version of it. But yeah, I mean, it's not really anything particularly fancy. Let's just put supersonic, and let's just go supersonic, save, and then it's saved, and then when you add more models, it actually shows up here, which is fine. So, I mean, minor tweaks, maybe move this to a span between these two input boxes. And as more and more added, it can kind of let you know via the look of the actual widget how many models will involve in that series of prompts. You can add as many steps as you want. I might actually push this up a little bit, this entire box right here, push it up a little bit, so that way it's a little easy to read, or put it into a split zone where this stays right here, maybe move this in the bottom left, and then move this to right here so that was a little easier to read and scroll down from. So that's something that I'm considering. But like I said, this is just for private use, and I'm content with how it looks like. So I may or may not implement these changes. Then we have the download button, where you saw during the speed lapse, but we're just gonna go ahead and download it. This saves it without any sort of protection. This is a raw text file. And I implemented a feature where you can download it with a password. Let's put 1234. 1234. Yeah, this application was really simplex. Okay, you download it, and then somebody's thinking, oh, I'm about to steal somebody's prompts. Oh no, that's not it. You're not stealing their prompts. All right. Oh, I'm gonna steal their prompts. Oh. Wait, that one was open. That's weird. Give me a sec, because I know this was working when I was testing it out. But if it didn't, I'll go ahead and go back into the code and actually adjust that. So let's try that again. Let's put 1234, and just see, maybe it's just like passwords do not match. Hey, there we go. So yeah, I'm already finding like tiny traces of bugs, but they're really, really super easy to fix. All right, let's just put QW. Alright, and I still don't see it. Am I going blind? Alright, let me see something. QW. QW. Oh, there it is. So, yeah, I guess what happened was I accidentally clicked on a zip file that was already opened with the password, because I tested it out during my speed last video. I don't know if you guys saw that. But yeah, it's really simple. For people that don't really know much about this is pretty easy to kind of keep people from stealing your prompts if need be. But I did implement a much more secure password feature in my other application, which was basically the chat interface. But for something like this, and especially if you don't share it, or if your computer is not at risk or is not suffering from any outside attacks, I mean, having something as simple as that is already okay, especially for a text file. I'm a little paranoid, so I might actually add encryption and everything, but for a file that's just sitting there running its own business and someone tries to open it and like transfer it, I'm pretty sure it's enough to kind of just ward off people. But again, these are just prompts. Prompts are a dime a dozen. But anyways, this was Prompt E Oasis. This was an application that I actually made for myself. Hopefully you liked the speed last video. Hopefully you kind of get a sense of my workflow. Also, I need to clarify, the stuff that I have on my website and everything, it's not just freaking art. It's things I actually just sat there and actually went through it with Gemini as my coding agent, and wanted to make sure that it was safe to use and that the code was properly structured, even if it's not quite perfect yet. And I just wanted to clarify, like, even though I come from a slightly artistic background, that doesn't reflect who I am today. So for anyone that comes into my mailbox and starts saying that my art looks cool and everything, even though I don't even have my artwork attached to my website in any way, especially now, yeah, I don't take too kindly of that. But anyways, take care guys, and have a lovely day.